What's going on? What's going on? So I want to talk about that Cincinnati brawl and the one-sidedness, and then Vivi Ramsey coming out talking about calling people thugs and stuff. When all the people involved aren't getting their pictures plastered all over as usual, just like what happened in Alabama, same old thing. It conveniently leaves out all the perpetrators and the ones who actually started. It's always funny how the media loves to do that. So, it's always the usual. Whoever starts it doesn't get held accountable. It's like, well, who they selectively want to pull on. And the games that they play, it's like show the black face. It's always the ones that's at the end of the day. That's what they do. That's what sells it. The scare tactics, the same old agenda. This is a lot more serious than it's been in totality. You're in a catch 22 because if you take a beating, they're gonna look at you like they want you to do a Rodney King and say, "Can we all just get along?" But if you put hands to defend yourself, you're gonna get charged. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get. Everybody's gonna say, "Oh, you're thug. You this." So how do you win? It's catch 22. You know, looking at the situation, everybody had every right to retaliate. Had to get what they had to get. I mean, you can't sit there. Who is going to defend you? Who is going to speak on the situation? Media is so biased and so spiteful that it's not even funny. They collect what they want to collect. They select what they want to select. You don't get a balance of it at all. And to sit there and call people names who are defending themselves or having to deal with racist epithets and things being said, of course you're going to defend yourself. Of course you're going to stand up on what you're doing. You letting people walk around do stand your ground. People getting, got to go through all that. And you're supposed to sit there and just look the other way. I mean, come on now. But this thing is such a one-sided affair in the media, which is so predictable because you know how media roll. Media be lying to people all the time, trying to say, "Oh, well, don't go over there." Oh. And it's one of those things that's very bothersome, very tiresome. I had to sit there and kind of like look at it thoroughly, get work up my feelings, because it's like one of those things that you get in your feelings about, but you got to put fact over feelings. And again, this is another example of how things are so one-sided and allowed to be pushed in a way that only benefits those who they want to be seen as victims. And again, people say things and they be in certain areas and they, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen?